this on my screen. Okay, right here. Like this, I guess. I'm trying to get it on my screen there. While, oopsie, while waiting for, oh, this is not it. Okay, this is not. Part two. I thought I said part 3. Let me see. I'm trying to find this video. No, this is not. Come on. Ah, I found it. Okay, I see it now. The baby's there. And everything is showing there perfectly. I am back. I am just about to finish this little head here of something like a new werewolf I'm working on. I'm very tired. It's very bad for me when I don't sleep my 8 hours. So, I needed to share this. Let me see. How can I share this? Okay, I can't do that. Okay, I got it. I need to, I guess I'll put it on Facebook. Okay. Sorry, I'm trying to share. I'm trying to get my friends back on here too. Think I'm almost done with the head, as you can see. I do not like doing the ears when the clay is unbaked. So I'm going to paste. There you go. I'm going to just finish refining and doing the finishes steps of this. Let me see if I can find that. PD. Okay, I found it. And then I'm gonna bake it just without the ears right now. Another comment. Let me see. Third part live now. Sadly, Flip is not here now, so there's not really much I can do about sharing. I wanted to share really. I'm going to erase this one. Okay, that's as much as I can share. I'm not sure. Oh, I can actually share it on my page too. Now I'm just gonna leave it there and let it be here, 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 here. Oops. All right, that's as much as I can share. I have my little cup here. Right now I'm going to play with alcohol and just a flat brush, I guess, just to finish blending. I changed the shape of the nose because there is no better model. Let me go back to my screen. There is no better anatomy model than the real thing. So I was looking at the little, hey, Crafty Diamond, I don't know if you're still there, but I'm going to be finishing to make this little guy here, and then I'm going to make the hands and feet. This video is available right now live. It won't be available later on unless you are a Patreon. I'm making these videos most likely for my Patreons, okay? I'm just deciding to share the live with everybody else's. This is polymer clay. This is a character baby doll, and a new one I'm trying to make, and it's going to be cast in silicone. So I had to make molds. I had to make molds and then cast it in silicone. I did the first part and the second part when I was finishing building the concept and the anatomy of this little guy here, or girl, whatever. And now I'm going to be finishing smoothing and just fixing everything around before I bake it, because polymer clay you have to bake it. I don't know if you're familiar working with polymer clay. He is very sleepy and is about to open his mouth and do a big jaw on there. That was what I was feeling like doing. Maybe because of a personal tinny. But anyway, I'm sending little hearts there. So I hope somebody else will join us. The alcohol is, like I said, is the very last step. I'm gonna have to do a lot of sanding back on the head. So I'm not going to fully bake it. I'm just gonna do maybe 10 minutes or 8 minutes. Just to get the surface safe, pretty much sort of kind of pre-cure. But I'm not gonna fully bake it because I need to do a lot of sanding and fixing the back of the bomb, eliminating all the bombs and that. A little. Yeah, look at my dogs and the nose completely changed. The nose I made before, it wasn't quite anatomically correct, I would say. So you have, I have my teddy here. He's naked. He's already made into silicone. He's all naked there, waiting for eyes and hair to put on. This one, a difference of my Alaric. This is my sculptor Alaric. This is a reproduction in vinyl. We have a few of these guys, but they're almost sold out though. I don't think I'm going to make another round, most likely because it's pretty expensive and the sales of the kit is being slow. So, nah, I don't think I will. I don't think I will really do it again. This guy also is meant to be only in vinyl. I don't know if somebody heard me saying that before, but it's a big investment having these dolls reproduced in vinyl, and we aren't quite on the position of doing big investments this year for sure. Okay, refining everything. And to make things worse, I think my internet is kind of slow. Is that or I'm not? I don't think I pushed the play button. Oh well. No, I don't know what's going on anyway. I really hope you guys are going to see something on there. I see something moving. I think my internet is just delaying. Hopefully, at least it's moving. Something's moving around there. Okay, hello there. Say hi on the chat. Let me know if the picture is showing well, because is it showing well? Because my iPad, the picture is frozen. So I really hope for everybody else is moving. This wasn't like that before. Let me go back to it. Yeah, for me. Oh, okay. I guess I needed to reload, refresh or something. It wasn't working for me. The sleepy werewolf. And this one, I want it to look more like an animal than a hybrid human being. So that's why I brought my little teddy here. He's going to be my model for the little feet, for the little toes, the toe beans and all of that. Because the one from Alaric, this is from my Alaric kit, the hands on here are more of a like a anthropomorphic character. So it kind of has the more of a human hair, a head. Oh my God, I really need to sleep. It has more of a human hand shape with the long nails and just a little bit of a paws there. In this case, I wanted to make this guy more to look like an animal than a human being. So I have the limbs just for reference because this guy is pretty much the same size. And my little feet is from the Alaric kit. They actually look like monkey feet. So I'm trying to they're cute, but it looks like monkey feet to me. I'm just trying to improve my design. That's all I'm saying. But I have these guys here for size reference. And I have the little teddy over there for anatomical reference. Sorry, I had to blow my nose. Okay. And this guy here, this head, is almost ready to go to be baked. Okay, let me get it out of here. Because I need to see the inside of the mouth. It was the most important part for me to try to get it all nice and smooth. And now I am using alcohol to smooth everything. The final smooth, I always do it with alcohol. Kind of hard to see inside there. Even for me, for you guys probably can't see the inside. But I build the inside first before I even start sculpting and making the details of the face. I build the inside of the mouth first. Now I'm just smoothing pretty much these edges here. They need to be smoothed down. And the tongue a little bit. Am I on camera? Yes, I am. Yeah, now my video is moving. It wasn't really moving. It was like a stock. I post the link on the page and my personal Facebook flip, just for you to know. Okay. Oh my God, look at that. My wonderful brush is coming apart. That's the bad thing with cheap brushes. They live for the purpose though, and then they got broken. A smooth. Okay, I think we are good because there is something a little bit of a texture inside the mouth too. So now I have a real doggy nose, which is different from this guy here. There's many things different from this guy here. This one I was looking at my dog's nose and I was like, okay, whatever I did there is not accurate. So I'll change it. And I change it. This is the last chance I have to refine anything else on the shape and the construction and anatomy that I need to reshape before I bake it. I usually like to have everything done. Yes, I did send the link to Patty. I don't know if she's alive or she's doing something else. I don't know, but I did send the link to Patty. Just tiny bit more fine tuning. I'm deciding to leave a little bit of the textures on here, but to assimilate like kind of like skin texture and wrinkles and that irregular texturing of the skin that we have. So I'm just slightly trying to smooth. And yeah, a lot of scraping and sanding, but I think this little head is done. My sleepy little head. Let me see here. There's one more thing here that I see. It's right here. Okay. All right, I got it. Okay. There. Maybe I want to do a little bit more of a wrinkle here on the under the eyes. Probably anything is more human looking here, it will be most likely the eyes, I will say. Everything else is going to be more looking like an animal than a hybrid human being. Okay. Tiny bit more. I want to enhance this little wrinkle here. Yeah, like that. Now Bono is roaming free. Bono, my little dog, is roaming free downstairs. I am taking the risk of him peeing, but I didn't really want to hear him crying or me yelling at him because of his crying. I would like to say it's a win-win, but he's probably going to pee down there in the living room. So it's a win for him for sure. Okay. Gotta put more pressure here. Where is my little? Okay, here. I'm just finishing with the head. If somebody is joining, this is polymer clay. I'm sculpting in polymer clay, and I'm just finishing with the head. Tiny little details more, and it's gonna go to the oven. Okay. Now the other side too. Mm-hmm. Almost there. Oh, people have been asking me also to make an avatar baby. I used to have a little one up, I believe it was 9 inches, and she sold out. So yeah, I had to make another baby avatar. That's on my list. Had to make a baby avatar, had to make a baby pig. That's on my list too. A pig hybrid is very much on my list. It has been on my list for over a year now, I believe, the pig hybrid baby. And we have a live cast from my nephew for that one. So it's there, it's there. He's there. It's on the plans. I just have to make them. Take some time to make them. And it's not as easy as it sounds. Especially when we have a big show approaching, the Monsterpalooza in Pasadena, California. And right now we are in panic mode here in the studio. Just trying to get things together for the show. Because that's a show where we pretty much sell well. We just need to make things and take it over there, that's all. We just have to make art to sell. That is all. Okay, tiny bit of alcohol. Whoop, that's too much. Should have been less than that. Let's take it to the other side. Okay. Because too much melts the clay, and you don't really want that. Tiny bitty there. Okay, I think I got it finally. Oh no, I don't want to touch anything else. You see my nail, I'm just scratching. Right about the end, you freak out because you're gonna bump into something else. You didn't mean to bump. And that's what happened right above the end, actually. Because everything is polished and nice, and then you just do this one little thing and you bump into the clay. Okay. Sorry, I really needed to do more blending here. Okay. And after this is done and cool down, I'm going to build the ears. But while this is going to be curing, I'm going to be making or at least mapping the hands and the feet. And I'm really planning on going to bed early today. Record some of my lost sleeping. It's sleepy time. Right. Okay. Let me see an overall look. There is some minor bumps that I'm really gonna have to, especially in the back here. Like I said, I'm gonna have to scrape and sand. That's gonna be quite a job there. But everything else, I want to say it's pretty much done. Little wrinkles on the nose, as you can see it there. Looks very cute. Okay. I guess that's all the road. All right, that's it. I'm gonna put this probably 160 for 8-10 minutes. I will say no more than that really. I don't really want the extremely totally completely cure. Just a little bit cure on there. 10 to 50 and just the 10 minutes. My oven is right here, so nowhere. And next, even though this is going to be a cuddle body like I mentioned before, but so I'm just gonna do the little hands. I'm just gonna do the hands and probably the tips. Oh, the foot also. I don't have to make the foot, the whole foot, the whole fitty. Even so, I'm going to put a little bit of a grabbing type of armature for the not armature, grabbing type of core. Even so, these things are not going to be full. They're not going to have a fully length on shape. I need something to grab them. That's why. Let me turn this. It's on my face now. Let's see. That's for the hands. I need to cut my paper. That's for sure. I need to cut my paper. Let me see. This might be for the foot. The foot I'm kind of debating. If I should do the whole thing up to here or just the little tippies. And this is very cute. This is silicone. Of course, this was made in polymer clay too. Hey, we have a free video. That one is still available though on the channel. When I was sculpting this little guy there, I think it was a 6-hour long video. You can totally go back and try to. It's there on my channel. You're welcome to come and watch. Yeah, I'm debating about the little. This I can just do it up to here, like up to here, you know. Only the tips, because everything else is going to be cloth. It's going to be probably fur or something. Yeah, fur for sure. Fur material. Okay. So I only have that to debate. The food. Not sure how I'm going to address that one. Oh my God. It had to happen. All right, I gotta walk away and bring more aluminum foil. Trash. I don't have plastic wrap. Yeah, I don't have more. I'll be right back. Oh, what is this? Oh, this is aluminum foil that Flip was using, I guess. I'll be back. I found Bono by that little hole on by the shoe rack. You're watching their Flip. Oh. Oh. Damn it. Look, I had someone here. Oh my God, somebody needs to organize here, or somebody just need to get some sleep. Okay, I have someone here. Duh. wonder how much I'm going to last because I really need to get some sleep. Well, even if it's a little bit longer, it's late for sure. It feels like 3/4 of my brain are working. The 1/4 is gone. It's gone on vacation. Or I wish. Okay. So I'm just gonna put a little piece of clay on the top, and I'm gonna be holding it from here. It's actually a useful way to do these little parts here. I don't have to struggle that much. This should be longer, so I have more leverage there to hold them. Hey, happy Mother's Day to the Mexican moms. I don't know if we have any over there. So you see, in my country, Peru, and here and pretty much most of the countries, Mother's Day is the second Sunday of May. I can't believe I myself was forgetting that. I was talking to my mom just a few hours ago, and I told her, Mother's Day is Sunday, no? She was like, she got kind of upset. She kind of sarcastically said, yeah, what do you think? My mom's just being funny. Get this over here. All right. I'm still debating about the feet, so I'm going to go ahead. Let's say this is going to be the hands. I'm going to start with the hands, I guess. Now the story of all of us here. Kneading the clay, blah, blah, blah. Kneading more clay. This is going to help me to, on the size, you see, my words aren't coming right today 100%, even though I regularly make some boo-boos with my English, but still. He's baking, Linda, the head is baking. After that and cooling down a little bit, I will do the ears. I'm gonna start getting ahead with the hands and the feet. My little head is right now baking. I don't like doing the whole thing because I am afraid I'm going to mess up something else if the clay is unbaked. So that's my fear. Okay, I think I'm gonna need more. At least it's kind of warm here, so the clay is not fighting me that bad. Do you still have that kneading machine, Linda? Is that still working good for you? Because now I'm really concerned about that. This is just Pro Sculpt. It's not even Cernit. Cernit is even a little bit more harder to get it to warm up. Never knead. Okay, baby, flip. Look for the never knit thingy. It's actually a kneading machine. A knitting, not knitting. That helps you doing this. It's like a press. It kind of compress the clay back and forth as you go. But I saw Linda using that a long time ago. And Patty has the clay machine. Well, is it Patty or Sherry Fredo? I think it's Patty too. The one who has the clay machine with the motor? Oh my God. Hitting Pat. Oh. I was kind of doing that like this with my hand. And then I was doing something else like smoothing. And I keep the clay like this. Arbor Press. That's the name? Okay, flip. There you go. Arbor Press. That's the name of the thing. They probably will still have them around. I hope so. Because I used to make fun of my friends before. I believe Patty also has that machine, that clay machine with a motor on it. And I used to make fun of her, and now my hands start hurting, and it's not funny. It's not funny at all. Mm-hmm. Preheating it. Okay. Yeah, because somehow the clay has to get warm, and when you use machines, the machines are not going to warm the clay. So that makes sense. That totally makes sense. Okay, let's try. Oh, he found it. He found it. Oh God. I guess that's it. Okay, let me see about that size. I'm just gonna wrap the very tip of this, and if I need to add more, I guess I'll add more clay. Yeah, I'm thinking I'm gonna need to add for the little toe beans. Yep, like that. So you see, I'm going to be holding it from here. My little head is ready. Let me open the oven and let it cool down. Yeah, looking good. Ooh, that's okay. Looking good. I'm gonna let it cool down. I did not fully bake it. I just went 250 for 10 minutes because I need to do a lot of sanding on there. Conversion kit. Orale. Okay, that's insane. Somebody, oh God, oh, I'm tired. Somebody might thought about that all along. That's how they came out with the machine. And now it's just getting upgrades, I guess. Patty might be out cold. I don't see her around. She doesn't take naps, but I know. Oh. Oh, God damn. Sorry. Oh my God. Okay, I lost the link. Okay, I'm back with the link. God. You see, this is what I did before, and then my picture wasn't moving. I'm trying to see everything on the iPad. Oh my God, come on, man. Work with me. There you go. Okay, what are you doing? Yeah, carpet tunnel was a big deal. Me too, suffer from that. So I'm gonna do, there goes 2 mittens there. And more clay. Yeah, I cannot imagine doing this with Cernit or Cosclay. Oh God. The glass Cosclay feels kind of rubbery texture. So my problem making, for example, an art doll, my problem was getting the skin texture nice and polish. Before baking, I am able to do that with this clay, especially when it's a tiny bitty head. I don't know if they might have changed that lately, but that is what it frustrates me with Coast clay. It's excellent for making monsters and characters, though, because they don't have to end up with a porcelain skin. But for making the dolls, that's the part that I got frustrated with the cosplay. No idea if that part there got improved. All right, go get some food. Flippity flippity flip. Go get some food, okay? Need to eat something. Okay. I'm going to put a little bit of aluminum foil on the ears too. It kind of hold everything together there. Also, when you bake the polymer clay, it tends to soften. I love you, baby. It tends to soften when it reach to the point, to the baking point, when it gets hot. I mean, and that might cause your clay to flop down if you're doing pointy things like the ears that I'm trying to do. So it's always, even with fingers, it can do that too, the clay. When it gets hot, it gets soft and it can, whoop, things can flop on the oven and you will never know. So many people I know, they use it, they use armatures in hands and fingers, especially to kind of make that stronger and also to avoid the deformation of your fingers while the clay is getting baked. I know that for a fact. I can't quite work with armatures though. On the hands, on the fingers. I can't really work like that, really, to say that. Okay, I think this size is fine. Yeah, actually the size is fine. So I'm just gonna add, actually tiny bitties so I can build my toe beans later on. The plates. Well, I guess it's something you can buy or you have to make it or what? Okay, so I'm gonna add just a little bit on the tips here to help the cause of making the toe beans. Oh, well, this is gonna be the toe. The toe beans go on the palm. Instead of us having pads, the doggies and cats have toe beans there. I don't think that is the scientific way to call to call it. So it gotta be a scientific way to call those little. I call them jelly beans actually. To me, it's cuter. Jelly beanos, but I know it's commonly known as toe beans. Huh. Okay. Good to have that in mind. Now I have to have a left and a right. Ooh. Because nobody wants to make two rights or two lefts. We don't really need that. There you go. Nah, I was going to hold that thing and get it warm in my hands, but that's not going to happen today. This may look weird now. I'm not really going with a nice beginning. I'm just pluck, adding stuff in there. So it will look pretty weird. Extremely weird at the beginning. But this, I'm trying to make puppy paws, puppy hands, more than anthropomorphic human mixed with an animal hands. No, I'm not. I'm cool. I'm actually just making double sure I'm not making the same side because it happens. It happens even to the best. Like Karen Baker. Okay. I need the little thumb on the one side. These doggies still have kind of something you can call a thumb. Still there. Like that. It's a chubby little thing there. When I'm making hands or feet, I always like to work on the two of them at the same time. That's my thing, I guess. Maybe somebody else's way to do it, but I always did it like that. It avoids me making one side extremely different shape than the other side when I do it this way. I do a little bit here, a little bit there, a little bit this, a little bit of that. And that's how I roll. All right, Teddy, can you stand up straight, please? I need to see your paws. Cute little guy there. Kind of looks like this. Okay, let's mark this. Oh, I don't really need this right now. I'm going to end up injuring myself. Okay, so 4, 4. I'm going to try to mark on there the 4 toes, 4 fingers, whatever you want to call it. It looks very cartoonish. Everything starts from something. Don't worry. Those look very cartoonish. Okay. The little Alaric werewolf that I made, it was a 6-inch, I believe. 6-inch total silicone doll. Boy, that little guy was so popular. I'm missing 1, 2. He was very popular. Oh God, I am actually missing a couple of my tools. The one that I'm missing right now is the one that I call a body tool. It was a wooden tool. I don't have it here with me. Okay, let's try to do the partition. I know, I still look cartoonish, but believe me, this is going to change. This is indeed going to change. It looks extremely cartoonish. I might have to add more clay for the pads or the beans. But I'm getting there. Okay. This is the top. Okay, I'm gonna do a little bit on the other side too. There. The little toe is actually going very much to the side. I'm going to have to add more clay. Definitely for the pads. For the toe beans. Pretty much up to the same point of the other one. And I believe I'm good with the, oh yeah. I'm right in there with the size. Trying to go fast. Let me see if I can get closer to the screen. So you guys can see. Let me see here. I knew he has this. I still have those markings on there. How can I make my little paws? I probably look going. Probably like that one. Probably like Teddy looks fine. The way he has a little, like opening little paws on there. I could eventually add a little bit of a movement. But right now I'm trying to get into the anatomy of it, the shape, the right shape, you know. Oh boy, I really miss that tool that I'm missing. Something else has to work. So this goes like that, and this has a little indentation here to create the paths. And this is going this way actually. And this little toe, thumb, kind of goes back. There. Might have to add a little bit more clay here, like down below. A little bit of mixing. Gonna have to add a bit more here, because there is also a little toe in there, something like a toe, like another being around here, like this, you know. And for sure I'm gonna have to have a pad here, and I'm going to have another, wait, a little bit more. These dolls, are you talking about the dolls being heavy? The doll, the silicone doll, yeah, it pretty much will end up being heavy, because we had to make it feel like a real baby. Oh, the press. Yeah, I remember you talking about that from a long time ago, pretty much. Right now there is flat rates for, especially if something is heavy. Actually, it's not that bad, because you can do, I believe the best is UPS, doing heavy stuff. FedEx, I'm not that sure, really. This looks extremely weird, because I'm not really working in quite that right shape. We have tried to ship with the UPS, and we actually don't use their boxes. We use our boxes. But again, I don't have a full experience shipping with that. I just know that you can ship big stuff on there, heavy things. Well, compared to the USPS, I'm pretty sure they have rates on things that are heavy. Because the USPS is they're very expensive when things are big. It's getting something there. I would like this little toes to be extended, like it's trying to open a little bit like that. Yeah, I should be doing the other one too. I know. And the food, I will not do the declo like I did here, though. I'm gonna skip that part. They don't really have to have it. UPS flat rate, and the USPS that has flat rates, but you need to make it fit. The USPS, no, The UPS, not really. We just choose our own box and just have to put the weight. I don't remember doing flat rates. I don't ship that much with UPS though, but from my little experience, I know that. I receive a lot of shipping things that I buy from Amazon from UPS. And some are very heavy. Okay, Linda. I'm missing my tool. The tool there is missing. It was a wooden tool, and I also misplaced my Jack Johnstone tool, which is kind of making me, hey! Okay, never mind. The Jack Johnstone tool is right here. I was about to say it's making me freaked out. I don't know if Sherry Wilson sells those tools too, the Jack Johnstone. I'm still missing my wooden tool. But hey, I found the Jack Johnstone. That's good. Yes, I definitely need to work a little bit more on the other side. This little finger is down here. This little one is way down below here. I was making it too high. And it's gonna go like blended into the main. I might have to make, oh yeah, definitely making it longer just because of that. Where's my clay? Here we go. Okay. So I'm going to complete all this part here. I think it will damage going a little bit on the back here too, because this funny toe there has a funny shape in there. There and there, the pads. You see, even to locate these things, I'm trying to make it similar to the other side. Okay, got that, got this, and a tiny bitty, the one here. That looked just funny. Now the Jack Johnstone tool is also good. Wait, is dirty. Has hair on there. It's also good for blending and connecting parts. With that one or with this one. I don't know how old is this tool. Maybe 15 years, something like that. Very old. That's why if I lost this tool, I'm gonna be freaking out like big time. Okay. It looks weird still. I know that. I have a lot to work on here though. It's not done. Not nearly ready to be done. I was hoping to finish this baby today, but, well, the sculpture. Oh God, I thought Sherry might have these, because she's selling also the Pro Sculpt. I thought she was selling these tools too. Oh my God, yeah, if I lost this, I'm gonna be sick. Definitely. It's always easier to make them in a smaller scale, believe me. When you have to make a bigger scale, it's not that much of a fun games. Okay, the two of them. Oh, I forgot the little toe in here. Of course. I probably had another one of these, but I lost it for sure. Sometimes I lost tools when I'm giving classes, so I no longer let the students borrowing my tools, because that was painful. You never know who you're gonna get, so you can't really trust in nobody. All right, that little tool. Like I said, this guy's my model here, my teddy bear. It's my model. It was easier to make him in that tiny scale than making this thing out here is becoming a difficult task. But I just have to keep going a little bit there, a little bit here, a little bit there, a little bit here. Let's see how far I go with that. All right, I'm holding on up here. It's looking better, I think. Okay, I definitely need to add that much of a more clay here. That was a must. Now here, tiny bit more of that. They do have a similar bone structure as a human being. You will notice that in the Chihuahua, because the Chihuahua, you can literally see all their little bones, all of them. They're so skinny, so bony. You will literally be able to see all of them. My little guy here is chunky, so he doesn't really have showing much of a bones. Neither in the hand or anywhere else, really. So you see, now I'm grabbing this from here. And that's going to help the cause. This goes over here, like that. Okay. Not bad. Not bad, really. And this is just a Kemper tool that I add the epoxy clay on this side, because the needle is boring. I don't really do much things with the, it was a needle point here. I don't really do things with needle points, so I was like, I'm just gonna cover it with epoxy, and there you go. One of my best tools ever. Okay, let it be. Keep doing the other side too. I think the right way it will be doing this, huh? That's how typically puppies' paws look like kind of closing instead of opening, because while they open the little nails, while they open it up, so I gotta make a little bit sense. I gotta make some sense here when I'm doing my thing. When I'm doing a character, you have to make sense, really. Okay, let's try to do the same thing again on the other side. Knuckles, I believe. Yeah, sorry. Knuckles, that Knuckles. They have a little bit of a Knuckles too. You don't believe me? Like I said, look at the paws of a Chihuahua, because they show you everything. Okay. Okay, now it's getting there. Finally, getting there. Alright, if I don't finish today, most likely because I'm extremely tired, I shall continue tomorrow. So for you guys following my channel, you are smart. You allow notifications from my channel, you're even smarter. Because it will let you know when I'm going live, you know? Okay, a little bit. Intensifying the beans. A little bit there. I ended up looking, this one looks different. Okay, I see it. It's a little bit longer. And this is a little bit chunkier. Like, it's a little bit shorter on here. We can fix that, don't worry. I like the shape of this guy actually better. So I'm going to try to make it, of course, similar to that one. More similar to that one. That little one there. Okay. Let's see. Also, make this a little bit closer on there. A little bit narrow. I was spreading them too much. Times it. 8. I wonder why. It might be early for some people, but oh god. I might have to wrap it off. Because at a certain point, my brain is just not going to have any response. And then I'm going to be making crap, literally. And we don't want that. All right, I think it's a god. I think it's a good base for the hands. Let me check how the head look like. And I really have to wrap it off. It's very funny that me being so tired was completely and absolutely reflected on my sculpture. He's so tired just like me. I use different kind of clays yet. And among these, I believe this is a living doll. I don't care about the color at all. This is going to be, I'm going to be molds. I'm going to be making molds out of this. So I'm good. Sizes of the fitties. I think it looks good too. All right. So tomorrow, before I start doing the ears, I prefer to go and now, of course, my X-Acto downstairs and look at the bumps. I first going to cut the bumps, as many as I can see. So I'm going to be doing this and sanding, sanding, sanding. I'm not going to put that on camera because that's as boring as heck as it can possibly be. Just sanding, sanding, sanding. But first, I have very noticeable bumps. It's hard to cover all this big area in polymer clay to have it all nice and smooth. But you all can always carve. This is carving first, or scraping, whatever you want to call it. Scraping probably is the most likely word I will say. But anyway, I'm gonna go first doing this. And my clay is not fully cured. I just did 250 degrees for 10 minutes for this purpose. I'm gonna have to sand it. If your clay is fully cured, oh my god, it's going to be a nightmare. Especially if you're using a stronger type of glaze, it's going to be a nightmare to sand it. My favorite type of dog is the Maltese Poo, like my little teddy over there. He was the best puppy ever. He was a Maltese Poo. My second choice is the Yorkie. I have a Yorkie too. He's still alive. He's an elderly pup, but he's still there. Okay, this video wasn't really that long. So this chapter, I'm just going to let it be. I'm just going to let it be there for everybody to watch, okay? Even after the live, okay? It wasn't really that much to watch for here anyway, I think. But like I mentioned, the following videos, they will only be available for my patrons, and whoever wants to watch it live, you can watch it live. That's available for everybody. That should be tomorrow. I really, really need to get some rest before I start talking gibberish and things that don't make sense. Nobody wants to see me like that. That's gonna be kind of messy. I usually wear an apron and do this against my chest so I can collect all this debris down there. I do electric sander for resin. Resin is a harder material. I kind of think it will be too abrasive too aggressive abrasive for polymer. So not really. I use the sanding sponge, wet or dry, whatever it is, and it pretty much work. That's the only way I knew how to sand. So I never really attempted to use electric sanding stuff in polymer. Oh my god. I only had a, oh my god, what is this brand of that has a little, well, it's not a sander, it's a drilling machine that I use with sanding beads, like I said, for resin. My god, I do not remember the name of the brand. Is that little hand machine. I use that with sanding pads. I'm afraid it's going to make holes or something if I try to drill sanding, electric sanding this. But I don't know. I never done it. Anyway, all right, you guys, this video is going to stay here just because I'm too tired to do anything else. I shall continue tomorrow, probably by 11 my hour. I should start getting things going, okay? So if you have notifications available. That's not available. If you have notifications for my videos from YouTube there, it'll probably send you a push notification there when I am on. I'm trying to share, but now the flip is in here. It's not really that easy to share, really. The link on social media. So, all right. Doesn't look bad though. It's making me sleepy now. I can't wait to start making the ears, but it's going to be just that: the hand, the feet, the ears, and that's it. And everything else is going to be cloth. So these are the parts that are going to be clay. So it doesn't look like a very long project. Okay, all right, you guys. I'll see you tomorrow. Don't forget to check back for he's going to fall asleep too. Notifications. Okay. I'll see you tomorrow. Thank you very much. Good night, everybody.